Hi there, my name is Bowie. I use they, them pronouns. Welcome to your training session. Today's session is going to be a beginner's kettlebell session. So if you've ever wondered how to use a kettlebell, if you have some and maybe don't quite know what to do, this is going to be a great introduction to just get to know your way around a kettlebell a little bit. We're going to be working through 2 rounds and we're going to run through each round 3 times. So rest as you need. Feel good about doing what works for you. So if you don't want to do the amount of reps that I'm doing, you don't have to. Work with where you're at. It is all good. I want to acknowledge the original custodians of this land on which this video is being recorded and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. This video is brought to you by Proud to Play. Yes. We're going to start our session with a warm-up. So we're going to be standing. So if you are not standing, please join me in standing. We're going to start just with our feet somewhere around hip width, arms nice and relaxed by our sides. We're going to take one ear and we're going to tilt it down to one side. We're going to come back to center and alternate to the opposite side there. And we're just going to shift back and forth, keeping our arms relaxed. Nice and steady. One more each side. That's it. Bringing our chin now, we're going to point it up towards the roof, then tuck it down towards our collarbone. Just alternating here, up and down. Keeping your shoulders down away from your ears as you do this. Slow and steady. That's it. One more up, one more down. Amazing. Take our chin now. I'm going to bring it as close to our shoulder as we can, keeping our shoulders in place. Coming back to the center, looking in the opposite direction. Just taking our time, getting to wherever it is you can get to. Doesn't matter where that is. One more each side. Perfect. Taking one arm now, it doesn't matter which one, because we'll do both sides, and bringing it straight up past your ear, down and around the back in a nice controlled circle. That's it. Nice and steady. Allow a little rotation of the hips here is fine. And now let's circle it forwards or in the opposite direction to what you were just going. That's it. 2 more. And we're going to swap sides. So starting in the same direction as the first side. Doesn't matter if this arm moves differently to the other side. Just working with where you're at. 2 more. That's it. We're going to circle forwards. So nice and slow, nice and steady. Another 2. Amazing. Tucking our elbows in, we're going to circle our palms towards ourselves. That's it. And then push the backs of our hands away. Going for as wide of a circle as you can. Amazing. Hands come to hips. Feet can come a little bit wider if you like. You can press your hips forwards as far as you can. Really try and concentrate on this point. You want to push your hips as far forward as you can, which means your shoulders are going to come back. We're going to circle around to the side, poking your butt out at the back. Now here, focus on poking your butt out and not letting your chest move forwards too much. That's it, nice and slow, nice and steady. One more in this direction, and we're going to reverse it. That's it, going back the other way. Making sure that you don't tip back onto your heels as you push your hips back. 2 more. That's it. Amazing. Bringing your feet closer together. They don't have to be completely together. That's your preference if you would want them to be. Hands are just going to rest lightly on tops of the knees. I'm going to dip them forward, circle around to the side. Doesn't matter which side because we'll go both directions. That's it. And we're going to reverse that now. Nice and slow, not pushing too hard to the side. 1 more. Amazing. We're going to go to ankle circles now. So if you need something to balance here, because we're going to be standing on 1 foot, feel good about holding. That could be a wall, back of a chair, whatever you have around. Closest human walking past. Once you're on 1 foot and you find your balance, we're going to do 10 circles inwards. That's it, and we're going to reverse it and go the opposite way. Amazing. Swapping sides. And then reversing once we get to 10. Perfect. Coming our feet to just a bit wider than hips. Toes are going to be slightly outwards. Hands in front of the chest. We're going to bend the knees, poke your hips back. I'm going to do 10 squats here. Just getting as low as you can. Does not have to be where I'm at. That's the way. That's halfway, that's 5. Almost there. 2 more. Last one. Perfect. And we're going to make our way down to the floor. So I will see you down there. Here we are, friend, on the floor. We're going to come to our hands and knees here. We're going to take our hands and we're going to spin them around, keep putting them flat on the floor so that our fingers face our knees. And then sitting back onto your heels, keeping your palms down. So the closer you bring your hands to your knees here, the more comfortable that would be. If you're finding it's still a bit of a stretch, you can shift your hips up away from your feet just a little bit. So find that position that really works for you. And then once your palms are down, just breathe them through. You might find that your forearms are quite tight. That's okay, it's all good. They are at where they are at, and that is okay. When you're feeling good, you're going to flip your hands over. So the backs of the hands are going to come to the floor now. Fingertips are still going to face your knees. And this time you're going to move your hands away from your knees as far as you can to get a nice big stretch down the outside of your forearm. You might get some funny sensations through your palms or fingers here. Pins and needles or zingy, tingly feelings. That's okay. As weird as they feel. It can just be nerve sensations because we're stretching through areas that might be tight, and it might be just pressing on some of the nerves down our arm a little bit, but it's not bad. It's okay, it just feels a bit strange. That's the way. Coming back onto flat hands on the floor. Going to come to hands and knees. We're going to finish off here by keeping our fingers stuck down and just raising our palms up and back down. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Making sure you keep those fingers stuck on the ground. Doesn't matter how high up your palms can go. You just want to keep those fingers down. You're going to feel a nice big stretch through the bottoms of your fingers and probably up your palms. That's okay. We don't do this very often. Let's do 2 more. Amazing. Well done, friend. We'll be back in just a moment with our first round to work through. Here we are, round number 1. We have 3 exercises to work through, and we're going to repeat them 3 times. You will need a kettlebell. Doesn't matter what size kettlebell that you've got. We're going to work through these nice and slow, so there's not any expectation to go through at a certain pace. Don't worry about that, especially if you're just new to kettlebells. Our first movement that we're going to practice is a deadlift. So you want to put your kettlebell on the floor in front of you and then step forward so that the handle is halfway up your foot. You want it right underneath you pretty much. Now you're going to get you to take your hands and you're going to put them in the crease at the top of your leg where it joins your torso. And what we're going to do, dip the knees and reach the hips back. And we're going to reach our hands down. Keep reaching back with the hips until hands touch the bell. I'm going to grip it and we're going to slowly stand up. Yes, that is a deadlift. And then we're going to repeat this, but we're not going to put the bell down. We're going to keep a hold of it. So we're going to dip the knees, poke our butts right out, and just come down until our wrists come just below our knees here. Standing back up nice and slow. That's 3. You want to make sure that you're really poking your butt back. It's 4. It's 5. That's halfway. 6. 7. We're almost there. Slow and steady. That's 8. 9. Standing back up completely to the top as well. 1 more. 10. And now we put the bell down exactly the same way we picked it up. Perfect. Next movement is a pendulum swing. So we're going to deadlift that bell back up again. Just 1 extra for bonus. We're going to bring our feet wider though. So you want them probably just wider than your shoulders, toes pointing slightly outwards. We're going to dip our knees and poke our butts back again into that deadlift position. The bell's going to be hanging just in front. What I want you to do from here is push it back and pull it forward, back and forth, but I want you to push it back with your arms. 2 more. Let it slow down. Stand up. Feet come together. And we're going to deadlift it. Back down. Yes. Well done. If you need to have a breather or you need to stop and have a sip of water, feel good about doing that. We have 1 more exercise to get through and it is a goblet squat. So we're going to set ourselves up for this one to lift the bell to our hands by bringing our feet wide. We're going to actually squat down and then stand up. And as you stand up, pull the bell up. It can be a little bit tricky, but you're going to use the drive of your legs to help pop that bell up to chest height. Grab the handles by the sides. Tuck your elbows in here. Feet are going to be just wider than hips. And we're going to poke our butts back, come down, elbows to knees if you can. If not, it's all good, wherever you can get to. Nice and slow, keeping those elbows close to the body. That's it. We want slow, controlled movements here. This is 5, it's halfway. This is 8. 9. Last one. 10. Bell comes down. And then we're going to do squat it back down to the ground. Yes. 1 time through. We have 2 more times to get through. Remember, rest as you need. And you also don't have to do 10 of each of these as well. So do whatever you feel good about. You can start by working to 6 and see where you're at. If you want to add more up to 10, do that. If not, 6 is a great number to start on too. Start with our deadlifts again. So the bar cuts our foot in half. We dip our knees. We poke our hips back, reaching down. We come to standing nice and tall. Here we go, wrists come to just below the knees. That's 1. Standing up nice and tall at the top. 2. It's 3. 4. It's 5. Doing well. 6. 7. We're almost there. It's 8. 9. Last one. 10. Bell comes down. Give ourselves a rest for a moment. Set ourselves up for our pendulum swings. So our feet come a bit wider. Or you can deadlift it up with your feet close and then bring your feet wider after. Your call. Either way will work. Bring the bell to in front. Feet shift to a little bit wider, somewhere around shoulder width, toes slightly outwards. And dip the knees, reach the hips back. Bell's going to hang just between our knees. From here, we're going to push it back nice and strong. Like you're trying to throw it behind you. Don't let it whip up though, it'll hit you in the butt and it'll hurt. 1 more. That's it. If you like, bend your knees down a little bit more and the bell will just plop down onto the ground there. Nice and safe. Yes, so we always want to manage the bell safely as we can. You don't want to try and stop it mid-swing. We risk straining our backs. We have our goblet squat now. So again, you can bring it to between your feet, squatting down, driving up nice and strong with the legs. Float the bell up, pops up to in front of your chest. Alternatively, you can bring it to in front of your hips, turn and curl it up to your chest as well. Whatever way feels good for you. Let's go for 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, keeping your elbows close to your body. 4, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one. And 10, bell comes down to the front. Dip the knees, poke the hips back, rest down on the floor. We have 1 more round to get through. So stopping for a breather, having a sip of water, any point that you feel you need to. When you're ready, starting again from the top, first with our deadlifts. So bell cuts the feet in half. We dip the knees, reach the hips back, coming down, bending the knees until we reach the bell, standing up nice and tall. Now as we dip the knees and reach the hips back, wrists come to just below the knees. That's it, standing up tall at the top. That's it, slow and steady. This is 5. 1 more. It's 10. Dip the knees, reach your hips back. Bell comes down to the ground. Give your hands a shake if you like. You might find they may not be used to holding the bell. When you're ready, we have our pendulum swings. So reaching down nice and safe, dipping the knees, hips come back, lifting to in front of the hips, bringing our feet just wider than the hips, wider than, less than the shoulders. Dip the knees, reach the hips back. And from here, keeping the chest nice and tall, pushing back strong, swinging forward. That's it, 3 to go. Last one. Swing it back, bend the knees, plop that bell down on the floor. Nice and safe. We have just 10 goblet squats to go and we are done with this round. So, feel good about deadlifting that bell up. You can shift it in your hands, curl it up to in front of you. Feet somewhere around hip width, toes slightly outwards. 10 squats, going to finish us off. Let's go nice and slow, nice and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5, it's halfway. 6, 7, we're almost there. 8, last 2, 9, here we go. And 10, curling the bell down, putting it safely on the floor. Well done, friend. That was good. Hope you learned some new things. Hope you felt a bit more comfortable than maybe you have working with a kettlebell, particularly if you are new to it. Have a sip of water, have a breather. We have one more round to get through. I'll see you back in just a moment. Here we are, friend, our second round. We have 3 new exercises to work through. We're gonna work through them 3 times. 3 is the magical number this session. Our first movement is going to be a 2-handed press straight up overhead. So to get our bell up to our chest, we're going to do exactly what we did for our goblet squat. So bringing our kettlebells to in front of us, either popping it up using our legs or just shifting our hands and then curling it up to our chest. Now you want your feet somewhere around hip width here. You want to be nice and stable. So a nice wider base will help with that. And then what we're going to do is just press straight up to above the head, back down. We're going to do 10 like this. 2, 2, 2, 2. That's halfway. 2, 2. Be mindful bringing it back down that you don't bop yourself on top of the head. I think that's about 10. That's fine. We're going to bring it down to just in front of our hips now, and we're going to hold it here, and we're going to do some shrugs. So the weight is held in front of us, 2 hands on it, and we're just going to shrug our shoulders nice and slow. Like, I don't know. It's about 5, we'll do another 5. That's it. Try to keep your jaw relaxed as you do this too. It's all shoulder. 1 more. That's it. Dipping the knees, poking the hips back. I'm going to bring the bell down to the floor now. And we're going to do a bent row. So to do one of these, we want to set the bell up with the handle running parallel to our foot. You're going to take the same hand of the foot that is forwards next to the kettlebell, and you're going to rest your hand on that knee and feel really good about that. You want to be able to lean all your weight there. Your back foot is going to step back and can come sideways. So you've got a nice kind of T-shaped stance here. One foot faces forwards, the other one faces sideways. Now our bell, which is just sitting behind our foot, we're going to reach down, grip it with one hand, bring our chest back up. So your hands are probably going to be around the same height, around knee height there. You want to make sure your chest stays forward a little bit. From here, we're just going to pull the handle up to our rib, lower it back down. Making sure your elbow passes your ribs behind you. Keeping your elbow nice and close to the side of your body. I'm going to do 10. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Pulling only with the arm. Don't let your chest lift up. Sometimes it can be a bit easy to pull with the chest. That's 10. Bell comes down. And then we swap sides. So our opposite foot comes to beside the bell. That same side hand rests on the knee. Our back foot comes out behind us in some sort of sideways stance. You'll figure out what makes you feel best. Reaching down, picking up our bell. Hands are about the same level. We're going to go again. Slow and steady. Pulling that elbow back. It's about 5. We'll go another 5. Eyes are just looking straight down, probably just a little bit in front of your foot. 2 more. Last one. And the bell comes down. Amazing. So there are our 3 exercises. We're going to run through them again from the top 2 more times. So beginning with our press. So we safely lift to the front of our hips. Shift our hands. Curl it up to our chest. Feet are somewhere around hip width. Here we go. 10 presses straight up overhead. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. If you find that your hips are a little bit shifty, squeeze your butt just a little bit and it'll help stabilize that middle. So 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, here your last one. 10, amazing. Bell comes down just in front of our hips. We have 10 shrugs. Feel good about putting the bell down if you need and having a breather. That's all good, you don't have to go straight into this. When you're ready, you can pick it back up. Setting it up just in front of your hips. And we're just going to shrug our shoulders up. Not straining the jaw, not straining the neck. It's about 5. We'll do another 5. Last one. Amazing. Bell comes down. We have our bent row. So again, we set ourselves up in that split stance. One foot is beside the bell. Handle runs parallel. Other foot is stepped out at the back. You'll find the distance that works for you because it might differ, but you want to go quite wide for a nice and stable base. Reaching down, lifting our bell up. That opposite hand, resting in a good bit of weight of your torso on it there. Feel really good about bracing through that arm. And let's go for 10. You don't have to do 10. Get to 6 first and see how you go. That's about 5. We'll do another 5. Two more. Last one. Bell comes safely down. Swapping sides. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Setting up that split stance. Feel good about resting that weight on that front knee. And when you're feeling good, we're going to go again. Another 10 if you can. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Nice. Yes. We have just one more time to get through. Again, resting as you need. You don't have to be running through continually here. Setting ourselves up. We have our 2-hand swings to start, 2-hand presses to start with. Not swings, we're not there yet. So safely lifting the bell Shifting our hands, getting a nice grip, curling it up. Here we go, final 10 presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're almost there. It's 8, 9, last one, and 10. Nice. Comes down to in front of our hips. 10 shrugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5, 6, almost there. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one, and 10. Yes. Bell comes down to the floor. Finishing off with our bent rows. Plopping our foot down right next to our bell, parallel to the handle. We're leaning our weight on that front knee and feeling good about it. Let's go for 10, if you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10. Bell comes down, swapping sides. Finishing it off strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5, it's halfway. 6, 7, that's it, you're almost there. Keep that elbow coming back nice and high. 8, 2 more. 9, last one. And 10, bell comes down. Yes. Well done. That was good. I hope you learned some new movements this round. I hope you feel good about what you were able to do. It's awesome that you've just picked up a belt and started doing some stuff. So well done. Have a drink, have a breather. Really hope you enjoyed the session. Hope you join me in the next one. Have a rad as day.